the big question is what next?
Exactly.
So
What next?
I have written on my post some potential scenarios. Number one, continued political impasse and chaos because there's no one who has a majority. Not Muhyiddin, not Adon Ibrahim, not Zahir Hamidi, not Kuli, not, I don't know, Ismail Sabri, not anyone. Not
Yeah, I agree with you. I said
no
exactly the
one.
same thing yesterday.
Yeah. So what will happen would be theoretically what the king should do in the constitution is to appoint the MP whom he thinks is likely to command a majority in parliament. So the king,
Like you use the word likely.
yeah, and that's specifically in the constitution.
Okay.
Okay. And so the king theoretically can appoint A. A says he has majority and he will have to prove it in parliament and he might fail, or people might all go around to him because he has been appointed. So we don't know what will happen. If he fails, then the king might appoint B. Why don't you try? And then C, and so on. It could be a extended impasse. We don't know. Or the king may delay. We don't know what will happen. We had something like a mini crisis like this during the Sheraton move, where there was 2-3 weeks when nobody knows what exactly was happening. If it is 2 weeks, it might be bearable. If it is 2 months, I think we are going to suffer.
Especially
and health.
Especially today, where we are 1 year, 8 months into.
No one making decisions on the recovery. No one making decisions on the vaccinations and so on. That's number one. Number two, someone gets appointed, and my guess is someone from UMNO gets appointed, and suddenly he received enough support to become the majority government. And that to me is a likely scenario, because once someone from UMNO receives support, UMNO will unite. Everyone will then fall in line. Their traditional allies will fall in line, and with a few more, they have more than enough to form a majority. My fear with an UMNO PM is all the former kleptocrats will get away scot-free because they will cut the deal. You UMNO, I UMNO, so okay lah. No, what is in the past is in the past. As long as you don't kacau me, I don't kacau you. So I'm worried people like Najib, people like Zahid will get away scot-free. That's my concern. So that's not a scenario I want to see, but that is a possible scenario. The third scenario is after weeks of impasse, cannot find a solution, no choice, bubar parliament. Election in the middle of pandemic.
Okay. So all your three choices which you have put on the table, which are, in my reckoning, very logical and valid choices, in your point of view, possible choices. In your point of view, okay, if I was to put you in the boiling pot, which would be the best of the three?
Can I quit my MP position first?
You're very smart, very smart. Okay.
I mean, that was a reason why I thought it is worth to consider the offer put on the table by Muhyiddin. To be honest, now that's water under the bridge. That's no longer in consideration. Now, what we have to do in Pakatan Harapan is to, out of these three possible scenarios, try and squeeze a fourth scenario that is neither of these three.
I was just going to ask you that.
I have no idea what it might be. It might be to form some, I don't know, everyone talk about a new coalition, but if there was a new coalition that could have been formed, it would have been formed already, right? So we have to see what happens, and we have to rely on the wisdom of our leaders to try and find a fourth alternative that is neither of the three that I mentioned just now.